Hey everybody, welcome to week 4. I'm here in my home office. It's our bedroom. We have kind of a home office in the basement, and my wife works there. So a lot of you are probably in the same kind of situation. My kids are both in their rooms doing their schoolwork, or at least I think my son is, I'm not sure. And we're all working from home, Kind of like it though, actually. We both like working from home. But it can be a bit of a stress. Sometimes you're at a small desk in the bedroom because that's pretty much all you have. Anyway, week 4. So last week we got into Microsoft Office and we started talking about Outlook. And I hope you got a lot out of that week. I hope you learned that Outlook is far more than just sending and receiving emails. Now, we're going to turn and go to Microsoft Word. Now, of all the programs that Microsoft Office provides, Word's probably the one that you know the best. This is word processing, okay? This is where you write papers. This is where you write memos. All sorts of things you can do with Word, and probably you have done with Word. So in the lecture, you're going to find a lot. You can find out a lot more about Microsoft Word. So a couple things to highlight, though, okay? One thing that the lecture doesn't do very well, but I want you to know about, just like with Outlook, is that there is the cloud-based version of Word, right? That's in Office 365, Word 365. But if you've downloaded those programs to your computer, as I kind of showed you how to do that last week, you have Microsoft Word on your computer too. Now the difference is that the one on your desktop, the desktop version, has more options, okay? It's got a fuller collection of options. And that might be important because some of the things that you might want to do, you can only do in the desktop version and not in the cloud-based version. So just be mindful of that. It's going to be important too because when we get into the Word assessment assignment this week, you'll definitely want to do that in the downloadable version of Word just because it's going to be a fuller collection. It's just going to make things easier if you do it that way. So to that point, what are the assignments this week? Well, we do have a discussion board, and it's going to be an interesting one, so I'll do a video on that as well. We're kind of continuing on with some of our thoughts on living our lives online, social media, things like that. But we also have this Word assessment. So the Word assessment is really an opportunity for you to be able to take some text that's already existing, right? That's in the instructions, copy that into a blank document, and then format it according to the instructions. Now, the instructions are showing you how to format a document according to APA style guidelines. So APA is a style that we use in academia a lot, the American Psychological Association, and this allows for standardization in publishing and in academic work. So everyone who does APA, their papers all generally have the same formatting, the same style. And so since you're now doing academic work here at Bryan Stratton, we want you to understand what APA formatting is all about and how to do it. It can be a bit difficult at first, but once you get into it, you can start feeling more comfortable. And this assessment is going to get you to start understanding some of the basics, some of the little elements that APA formatting requires of writers. So you're going to be doing that. Make sure you follow the instructions carefully, and make sure you double check your work, your finished product, with the PDF that is provided there in Blackboard, okay? All that you need to do this pretty much perfectly is there right in front of you. You just need to follow the instructions, okay? So you get a lot out of this, hopefully, Microsoft Word. You may use it a lot now, you may have used it a lot in the past. The hope is that you are learning more about it though. So that's kind of the foundation, all the stuff that's come before, and now you're building more information about Word on that foundation. So it's an interesting, week. You may learn a lot of new stuff, or some of it may be review, but don't worry because starting next week we're going to get into a lot of other stuff like Excel and PowerPoint and browsers. So it won't be all just review all the time. So if you have any questions though, folks, anything comes up at all, anything, reach out to me. A lot of you have. So, questions about grades or about assignment due dates or anything like that, you guys know where to find me. Thanks.